All right, dear Gemini, my air sign friends. Here we go. So masculine, feminine, representative, conscious energies, unconscious energies. Start with the masculine. The Eight of Pentacles. Who did I just do that? The feminine had that on this side in reverse. And I do shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. So the masculine could be feeling in the middle of March that he's a little bit tired of his grind, not feeling inspired in his work or what he's been aiming toward. And I feel like there's a little bit, this is causing a little bit of a reevaluation in what he's producing and putting forth, and if it's still a right fit moving forward for him. I know this is a love reading and I'll tie it in, but that's the message that's coming through on that one. Let's see, the feminine is the Hermit in reverse. So she's looking away from the masculine in this card. It is a major arcana card, so a much bigger energy for the feminine than the masculine. Minor arcana, Eight of Pentacles. I'm feeling if the feminine Geminis have gone on an inner journey and in the past and in the month of March feel like they need to move out more outward into the outer world, more so than they have in a while, whether that be socially or career-wise with friends and family, in outer relationships, maybe some traveling, not spending as much time at home for the feminine. So let's see what the under the surface, beneath the surface. Yeah, traveling. So I feel that the feminine is wanting to start planning for new journeys coming up here in the spring. If you're in the northern hemisphere, or if you're in the southern hemisphere, preparing to move into the colder winter season, depending on where you are in the world. I know I have viewers from all over the world. It's fascinating and lovely. So welcome again, wherever you're viewing from. Do you want to take some sort of last minute trip? And I don't feel like this is, if you are in coupledom with the masculine, I feel like these two cards are both moving away from the masculine energy. So I feel like while he's over here dealing with what he needs to deal with in his financial career world, this is allowing you the space and the freedom to get some short journeys. I don't feel like they're long journeys. I feel like they're quick, short trips. Maybe in your region, and not necessarily, I don't feel like you're getting on a plane going anywhere. It's more by ground transportation, or maybe even a boat, to explore and to put forth into the world, feminine, what you've discovered about yourself. And even though they are swords, I'm getting more of an emotional sense, a softer place, offering yourself to the world from a heart-centered space, but vocalizing it through your vocal cords and your voice and the spoken word, maybe the written word. Maybe that's the way that you're journeying. Feminine in March is through journaling and maybe blogging and offering that out to the world from these illuminated wisdom thoughts and nuggets that you're ready to share. Interesting message. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below. Those of you, sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I'm getting over something. Yeah, for those of you that's speaking to, let me know down below in the comment section. So back to the masculine. He, in his subconscious energies, he feels like there's more. There's more that he could be doing. There's more that he could be being there's a more solid sense of structure that he wants to be living his everyday life from. And he wants to be coming from a place of inspiration. And that's what's driving this, I want to say, dissatisfaction for his current either career or work situation, or the way that he provides for himself and his loved ones. That there's a reevaluation and this burning desire in him and seeking of that which he feels excited about again, and only wanting to take action and spend time and energy in the directions that are fun, honestly, that he enjoys. So I feel like this is, in March, undergoing a transformational process for the masculine. Let's see what the conscious energies are. Yeah, he wants to feel like he has enough abundance in his life to be able to share in ways that aren't stressful for him, but joyful, and that his cup overfloweth, so that he knows that he's coming from a place of inner joy and inner stability, so that when he goes out into the world, he's carrying with him a sense of confidence and knowingness that all is all right. And that he can be of service in ways that feel good and make correct choices in that way, in those ways for himself. And again, I clarified this, I try to in every video, but I just say he for masculine and she for feminine for ease, but we all have both masculine and feminine energies within us, so you'll identify with most likely one more than the other. So the feminine, interesting. Is that Sagittarius? Or it was Aries, that the feminine Aries had this card in the upright position right in that spot a couple of readings ago that I recorded. So the Devil in reverse, for the feminine, to me this is a card of attachments in 3D reality that come from past hurts and wounds and out of fear. And with this major arcana card in the reverse position, I feel like this inner work that, excuse me, the feminine has been doing on herself, Gemini, is producing results in her immediate environment and experience. And this very well can relate to the masculine in a way that she's understanding that two people have to stand on their own two solid feet to be able to come together in a healthy relationship with healthy structure and boundaries. And I feel like this work that she's been doing in this internal process has allowed her to unveil and disattach from these possibly negative belief patterns about herself, about the masculine, about her life, about her world, about particular relationships. And that feels good. I do like seeing the Devil in reverse, because I feel like it's when it's flipped on its head, it's this process of fleshing it out and turning the guts inside out so that you can see the belly of the beast and that it's been seen and uncovered from the darkness. In the darkness, you're bringing light to this darkness so that it doesn't have a hold over you or control that it once did, Gemini. So let me know in the comment section in what ways that applies to what's going on for you in March. So let's flip over the central card, the outcome card. Okay. So the Eight of Wands. I feel like this process that the masculine is going through, because the feminine has allowed him the space and the loving kindness to do this, to go through this, then from that place, he'll want to reach out to the feminine and communicate, because he's coming from this place and not from a place of lack, and wanting to share his abundance, his love, his soft, higher thoughts of affection for you, feminine. And I feel like they'll be well received by the feminine and welcome messages. Bright and happy and exciting. I feel like he may have some news to share with the feminine from a passionate place, maybe a new plan that he's excited about that he wants to share with you, a new business endeavor or a new career offer, a job position that he's been working towards that lights him up in a way that his current situation or environment he's just worn out from. And this will propel him into this energy and be effusive enough to want to share. So the feminine, you guys, can be a receptacle to that communication and share in that joy with one another. And I feel like this energy is coming up more for the end of the month. So be curious to see what your April Divine Love reading says about that too, since I am recording this about the middle of March for you guys. I also want to pull a Kuan Yin Oracle, Blessings, Guidance, and Enlightenment from the Divine Feminine by Alana Fairchild. It's a new deck of mine that just wanted to come out and play for you. And I always like the Oracle cards because I feel like they play off the energies that I was picking up on from the tarot. And it usually solidifies the message for you guys, or reconfirms it and affirms a particular message that either needs to be reiterated or just affirmed, I guess. So let's do this. Pretty. She's holding a lotus flower. No, if that's not divine feminine, I don't know what is. She's like, yes, look at my transformation. She's humble though, but also reverent of the work she's done. And it's so pure, the flower that she's holding. It's illuminated in its own right. And she's taking part ownership for that. But also in a way that she feels connected to the divine. And that's how she radiates. Nectar of the Lotus. Your devotion to helping others has the effect of squeezing the heart chakra of the Divine Mother. From her heart drips nectar, sweet, sustaining, life-affirming energies that feeds you and allows you to nourish many souls. When you are full, well, and vital, you are able to nourish others. Wasn't that the message coming through from the masculine when his cup is overfloweth? It's just a natural desire and effect that it bubbles over into other people and other relationships outside of himself. You are guided to receive your fill now for your own benefit and the benefit of all.